Nizhny Novgorod. Some called the FA arrogant. Others just mocked England after its shocking loss to Iceland at the 2016 Euro. It was easy to laugh at ex-coach Roy Hodgson's post-game explanation. "These things happen," he said in a prepared statement. 4 days later, with cameras rolling and pundits anxious to get a piece of England's embattled bench boss, Hodgson lamented he didn't see the loss coming. It was a time when English football was very much hateable and laughable and deserving of criticism, not just for underestimating Iceland but for overestimating themselves. In other words, the Three Lions were the furthest thing from World Cup semi-finalists. They were the furthest thing from, well, likeable. 2 years later, coach Gareth Southgate has flipped the script to the point. England's "football's coming home" mantra is almost endearing. Southgate's newest generation have bucked previous claims that England's players don't show up for the national team. They're far more blue-collar in their approach. Goalkeeper Jordan Pickford's journey from non-league football to preserving England's 2-0 quarter-final win Saturday in Samara is a story of perseverance, grit and humble beginnings. You can't help but get behind him. The 24-year-old netminder was something of a journeyman just 2 years ago, having already appeared in the top 5 tiers of English football by the age of 21. Nobody could have imagined the baby-faced keeper would, on short notice, become such an important player at this tournament. 4 days after denying Colombia from the penalty spot, Pickford came up big in 2 key moments that might have altered the complexion of this quarter-final affair. His diving stop, this one to his left, from a Marcus Berg header minutes after half-time, kept England a goal to the good when momentum could have shifted. He made an even better stop, down and to the right, on Victor LARSON with a half-hour remaining to crucially keep England 2 goals ahead. The first save was crucial to keep it at 1-0. Pickford answered, "That's what I work on all week in training, to make these saves in a game. That's what's happened." Suddenly, a goalkeeper who wasn't mentioned among the net-minding elite ahead of this World Cup should be the Golden Glove Award winner. "We'll work hard. We'll recover well. We'll go again against whoever the semi-final opponent will be on Wednesday," he added. "We'll work hard on it and get ready for that. It's a different tone, a different mentality than what we heard 2 years ago under Hodgson, whose surprise at going out to Iceland pointed to something of an ego." Southgate has been the opposite of this tournament. His humble disposition has given the football community a reason to watch the Three Lions without any kind of disdain. When England knocked off Colombia last week, he didn't just celebrate. Southgate consoled Colombia's penalty takers. Following England's momentous 2-0 win in Samara on Saturday night, Southgate singled out veterans Gary Cahill, Phil Jones, Danny Welbeck and the older ones for being exceptional in their mentality despite riding the bench. "They are as much of a reason we are where we are. That collective has been key," Southgate said. "It was always going to take a collective effort to knock off a Scandinavian side known for its collective mindset, a side known for being hard to beat. England are very well organized." Sweden coach Jan Andersson said, "It's a heavy team to face as an opponent. They are, to a certain extent, reminiscent of ourselves. They're a little bit like us with the power and the strength. They're difficult to play against. Difficult to get through. I have every respect for Mr. Southgate. Respect alone is something the Three Lions have achieved at this tournament. It has them a win away from fulfilling Hodgson's great hope far sooner than anyone expected. All I can do is hope that you'll still be able to see an England team in the final of a major tournament very soon," the gaffer said. "Look where they find themselves.